A lot of pages of math here.
Braxton Lee admits algebra may not be his favorite subject.
Linear inequalities.
But the 13-year-old is obsessed with numbers.
155.21 or 644.
Digits dance in his head and on the family fridge.
150.
Day and night.
Or 5.59.
Crunching numbers go foot in hand.
They're my goals list.
With his favorite activity.
24 minutes, 40 minutes, 51 minutes for like 5Ks, 8Ks, and 10Ks.
If there is a race to run, the teen from New Kent competes.
The after 8K.
Just avoid asking Braxton to tally how many finish lines he's crossed.
I don't think I could count that. I mean, I don't think I could ever get a specific number.
He first tackled the sport just a few years after learning to walk.
And I just love doing it. I've loved doing it since I was very young.
I'm so proud of Braxton every single day.
Running is primarily a solitary endeavor, but Mom Marianne says her athlete always runs for others.
His entire life, he's always had such a good heart and try to figure out how he can make a difference or help people.
My name is Braxton. I'm 6 years old.
Braxton Lee is always on the move. When we first introduced you to Braxton in 2016,
Trooper Demar's family.
He was raising money for the family of State Trooper Chad Deermeyer, who was killed in the line of duty.
One of my latest ones was helping the local police station fund for a new canine.
4 years ago, Braxton set his most ambitious goal to date.
Pretty wild, yeah.
An event involving a number closely associated with luck.
7.
Braxton would need it.
Be the youngest person to complete the 7 half marathons in 7 continents in 7 days.
In late January, Braxton and Mom attempt the 777. It's dubbed the World Marathon Challenge.
The wind gust made it almost impossible to actually run.
We ran on an airstrip and stuff, and yeah, it was pretty icy there.
The duo's first stop, Antarctica, where the elements at the bottom of the Earth are frightening.
It was -25 with 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Cold enough to where we need to wear 3 shirts, 3 pairs of pants, and 2 pairs of gloves and everything else. We are about to start leg 2 of the World Marathon Challenge.
The very next day, the duo deals with sizzling temperatures in South Africa.
You go one place and then you go another place, and you think, is this like race 3 or race 2?
South and North America, Europe, Asia, and down under would follow.
96 degrees in Australia. Yeah, that's where I hit my wall.
In running circles, this 7-continent odyssey is notorious for wearing down the souls of the hardiest of athletes.
There were times when I did feel like I was like very tired and I wanted to stop, but you know, after a little while of like thinking, I was like, no, you know what? No, I do think I want to keep running this. Yes, definitely.
Braxton pushes himself, all while encouraging his biggest cheerleader along the way.
I wanted to make sure that I was there for him, but so often he was there for me. He was standing there at the finish line waiting for me.
You're running and you're just thinking, oh my gosh, I'm almost there. I'm like right there.
Ultimately, it wouldn't be aching muscles or burning blisters, but a flight delay that causes Braxton to miss breaking the world record by just a few hours.
To me, it embodies the experience of a lifetime that I had.
But the athlete takes any disappointment in stride, using his inner mettle.
It can be very motivating to accept your failures or when you're not able to make it.
He's still the youngest person to ever run that mileage, to ever have gone to the continents and to be strong enough to finish the races.
By any calculation, this 13-year-old has conquered a challenge few seasoned athletes will ever attempt.
It was the thing I worked the hardest for. Took the most energy and the most willpower, and I think this was one of the greatest things I've ever accomplished.
Braxton Lee, a disciplined runner who sticks to his short and long-term goals every step of the way.
For the first while, you're just like, oh my gosh, I finally did it. I finally did it. But after a while, you just start thinking, so now what?